one. Speakers of soul say it's time to shout. Three forms the soul to a positive stump. Now, you may try to subtract it,
This
but it just won't go away.
is the Negro Leagues.
Times one,
What is it? 1, 2, 3.
it's a magic number.
Yo, what's up? 1, 2, 3. And wait, children. What does it all mean? No more, no less. That's the magic number.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Sandy Alcantara. What's the word on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go now? So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. There's the strike of the knees. And we're underway from Wrigley Field. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Up and in, 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Ready to go? And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Popped up left side. Rocchio puts it away for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Aaron Judge.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Aaron Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike. Bieber, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
And now, Ben Rice. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that is downstairs. Ball one. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Liner, and this could be trouble. Stanton around second, heads for third. And that's a double.
Batting seventh, center fielder Trent Grisham.
So two down, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled to first. That takes care of Grisham. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Cleveland, our starter in this one, Carlos Rodon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Lane Thomas leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And now, Daniel Schneemann. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Hard hit, left field, base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be costly.
Steven Kwan.
Now, Steven Kwan leading the AL in batting average.
One ball.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Schneemann over at first with 1 away. Rodon checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Rodon, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now John Kenzie Noel on the ground to third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Guardians lead 1, and they're down 2-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Top of the second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Carlos Correa. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Gets under it and pops it up. Schneemann. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Dominguez getting the start in left, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive and foul ball.
Wow, that was just foul. Very close to maybe being extra bases there.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Ball. Three balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Noel settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He popped out his first time.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
No, that's a ball.
2 outs, base
1
is
ball,
empty.
no strike.
Out towards right center field. Thomas puts it away, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Rodon back to work. And there's a foul ball. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. And strike two.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lined into right.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And that's in there at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Naylor at first, one gone. High fly ball out towards left center. Dominguez sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Foul ball. That one missing inside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a tapper, and that one handled. Fires over to first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Guardians. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And Judge spoils that one. Seeing if he could get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Yeah, the batter now, Ben Rice. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground at first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
2 down, bases empty. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Sneaks through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. And a base hit right there. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. And ball 1.
That's a ball.
Two outs. Comebacker to the mound. And that'll do it. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Here's Brian Rocchio.
Shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brings it in. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Good eye right there.
2-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. And he's already singled in this game. Outside low, 1-0.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that's down, a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. Struck out swinging his first time. To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. And the inning is over. And we're back.
Leading
Now it's
off
Trent
for the
Grisham to the
Yankees,
plate.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Flied out his first time. This one smoked on its way out of here. Carlos Correa will circle the bags. His second of the year. It's 4-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that's outside. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Center field. Corrals it, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Yeah, Judge takes a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Jacob Junis appears to be getting loose. Gaddis warming up as well. Two down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Judge waits. Base knock, center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, first baseman, Ben Rice.
Stepping in, Ben Rice. He's already homered here in this one. And that one ripped to left. Kwan makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4, stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
Now a blooper back behind first. Fair ball.
Waste no time there. You'll take those boom hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
And at first, and now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Rodon ready to fire now. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Coming home. He will score.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Oh man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Swing and a foul straight back. Yankees up by 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Now the third baseman, Tyler Freeman, fly to left his first time. Swing and a ground ball. Zips it across, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Bieber back to work. That one ripped left field. That's back. Out of here. A laser to left. His 14th of the year. It's 5-1. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. That's it for Shane Bieber, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching
The
for the
Guardians going with a new pitcher, Jacob
Number
Junis.
16.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Junis, a 6'3" righty. He features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. To the right side, Schneemann. On to first. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Cabrera leads off first with one away. This one in the air. Naylor under it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. The shortstop takes a ball. Out to short, Rocchio. They get the force, and that is that. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's now 5-1. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Gabriel Arias.
And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive,
next
not
for the
walking
Guardians,
anyone. I mean,
the
this guy's just
shortstop,
going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like
Rocchio.
hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Thomas stands in now and watches strike one.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Slice down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Dominguez.
Just missed. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Chisholm in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2-0. And that's down and away. And there's the automatic. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ben
Rice digs in now. And that is out of play. Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one close, ruled a ball, and now it's even 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. That's down and in. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jacob Junis gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
Ben
for the
Lively
Guardians.
comes on now.
He doesn't get a lot of
Number
strikeouts
39.
compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
One out, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, this is deep to left center, way back there, on its way, gone. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 9-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty, one away. Now here is Austin Wells. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. That one drilled left field. Quad makes the catch. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Cabrera off of first with 2 away. Off the plate inside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. Santana steps on the bag, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. You're dialed into the show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
One strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
That one just misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Noel, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count even at 1. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Late with the swing there.
2 strike.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And a foul ball. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Rocchio pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Now batting, second
So up
baseman,
next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses. In the air, right field. Stretches out and holds it in.
Now batting,
I'll
right
tell you
fielder,
what, this is
Aaron
a really
Judge.
cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just off the outside edge.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. That one at the knees for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Right side, Chisholm. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman, Tyler Freeman. Tap foul at the plate.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Two outs. Good job to fight that one off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees 9 and the Guardians 1.
Leading off
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Lively back to work. Lively measures 6 feet 4 inches, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Inside, and that's ball 1. That one ripped, and foul ball. That's outside. Now 2-2. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo
Now
Stanton.
here's Giancarlo Stanton. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. Rudder stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball for a strike. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings through that one. 0-1.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count. You try to climb the ladder.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 10-1.
Now batting.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Ben Lively won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching
On the
for
mound now,
Guardians.
Hunter Gaddis.
And
Number
with the big
33.
deficit on the scoreboard, he
Hunter!
almost has to just put that out of his mind.
Got it.
Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this
One
next
strike.
pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Cut off. Throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting. Shortstop Carlos Correa.
Now Correa up to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Noel squeezes it, and that's the third out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. gets the call from the pen. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Mark Leiter Jr.
And that one fouled off. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the
So in now for
Guardians,
Cleveland,
the
Brian
shortstop,
Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio.
Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
Now
benefits,
batting.
the advantages of
Center
relievers who
fielder,
can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited
Thomas.
runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. On the ground. Slings to first. And Thomas is out. Guardians go down in order. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full. It's the Yankees 10 and the Guardians 1. Back now at
Leading off
Progressive
for the
Field.
Yankees,
All set to
left
start the
fielder,
9th in this
Jason
one. Now the
Dominguez.
left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Up the middle, Schneemann. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Smoked into left, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
It's Aaron Judge now. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Yankees 10 and the Guardians 1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Daniel.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the
Now
bottom of the
pitching for New
9th,
York.
Fernando Cruz.
Number
And he's got a
63.
nice lead to work with, so he
Fernando
should come in
Cruz.
throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that's in there at the knees. Cruz, he's one of those guys that seems like he's out there to do just one thing, and that's strike people out. Strike 2.
He looks frustrated when a guy puts a ball in play, and that's what you're doing. You're coming in, putting out a fire, high leverage situation, and with his kind of stuff, everyone expects him to strike out hitters. Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs, looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. When you think about building a bullpen, is strikeout rate one of the main things you're looking at?
Absolutely. And when you're talking about working from the back forward, those last 3 innings are the toughest ones of the ball game.
A little bit high, maybe. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Noel at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. They're down to their final strike.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The Guardians down to their final strike. Here's the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
10-1 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.